So while I was shopping on Amazon the other day, I found this camera bag that I thought was super cute that I could possibly turn into a backpack for my dolls. My thoughts here are maybe I can pick the seams up here and then down here so that I can sew in a strap that would create the backpack for my dolls. This was fairly inexpensive on Amazon. I think at the time that I bought it, it was like $8. It actually came with a strap, and I was thinking maybe I could use these straps as a means to fasten. But first, I wanted to take a look on the inside to see if the stitching is in a way that maybe I could do this craft. This is completely untested, and I could completely not be liable. So let's see, this is the front and this is the back, so these are where I would be picking. Oh, it seems that the covering is already coming off over here, so I'm gonna go and pick this seam with my seam ripper over here and see how it goes. On this particular bag, the seams that I need to rip out are the black threads as it holds the sides to the main panel. I tried to only pick out a little wider than the width of the strap so that I wouldn't have to resew the entire panel back on. I referred to the real backpack a few times to make sure I wasn't too far off base, and more or less followed my original plan to open the seams at those 4 points. Afterward, I contemplated how I wanted to make the straps. I originally planned on removing the buckles, creating fixed length ones, but during my assessment, I wondered if I could use the buckles to allow them to be adjustable. That way more than just my large dolls could use the backpack. So I decided that I'm going to try to cut it in half. I brought the two ends that are stitched close to each other so that the half length is right here, and I will just give it a cut and see how it goes. I threaded each strap into the bag to get an idea of how the assembled backpack would look like. At this point, I could have made this a no-sew project and just used craft glue to secure the straps and close up any holes. Yes, there would be visible internal straps, but then this would end up being a less than 10-minute project versus what I ultimately did, which was hand-stitch the straps in place because I was too lazy to change out the walking foot on my sewing machine. My fingertips did not like me afterward. This doesn't have a a great way to connect it because it has even one particular loop because it's just a slider buckle. But I wonder if I could use this somehow to touch it. For the time being. Anyway. It's not a total lost cause. Alright, well, let's see how it looks on even with the loose threads and nothing sewn together.
Overall, this has turned out pretty well. It is a fairly easy and inexpensive project. It might not have all the fit and polish of doll-scale backpacks, but I'm pleased with the result. I may try to find suitable buckles to replace the default ones, but that's a project for another day.